Welcome back, coin collectors. Today, we're going to reveal a legendary bicentennial dollar coin, featuring the powerful combination of the Liberty Bell and the moon in one iconic design. So let's get started. The 1972 D1 dollar coin you are referring to is the Eisenhower dollar, a large-size United States dollar coin issued by the U.S. Mint during the early 1970s. This coin carries the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, Liberty, and In God We Trust, along with the date 1972 and the D Mint mark, which indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint. The Eisenhower dollar series was first introduced in 1971 to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and Supreme Commander of the Allied forces in Europe during World War II. After his death in 1969, there was strong public support to commemorate him on a circulating U.S. coin. At the same time, America had recently achieved the historic Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969, so the reverse of the coin also honors that achievement. The obverse front of the 1972 D Eisenhower dollar features a left-facing portrait of President Eisenhower. The word Liberty appears boldly above his head, while the national motto In God We Trust is displayed to the lower left of the portrait. The date 1972 appears below Eisenhower's profile. The design was created by chief engraver Frank Gasparro, whose initials FG can be found on the truncation of the neck. Gasparro's design presents Eisenhower in a dignified and strong manner, reflecting both his military leadership and presidential legacy. The reverse, back, of the coin is equally symbolic. It features an eagle descending toward the moon with an olive branch in its talons, symbolizing peace. In the background is the Earth rising above the lunar surface. This design was inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia, created by astronaut Michael Collins. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions United States of America at the top and $1 at the bottom. Above the eagle appears the Latin motto E Pluribus Unum, meaning out of many, one. The 1972 D Eisenhower dollar was struck primarily for circulation. Unlike some $1,972 produced in San Francisco, the Denver version was made only in copper-nickel-clad composition for general use. The coin is composed of a pure copper core bonded between outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs approximately 22.68 grams, measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter, and has a reeded edge. Its large size makes it one of the heaviest and widest coins ever used for regular circulation in the United States. In terms of mintage, the 1972 D had a very high production total, with over 92 million coins struck. Because of this large number, the coin is generally common today in circulated condition. Most examples found in pocket change or collections are worth close to face value, typically between $1 and $3 depending on condition. However, uncirculated specimens in high mint state grades can be worth more, especially those with strong luster and minimal contact marks. Unlike the 1972 Philadelphia issues, which are known for three different reverse types, Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3 varieties, the 1972 D Denver issue does not have major recognized reverse type varieties. This makes it somewhat simpler for collectors, although minor die varieties and errors can still exist. Collectors sometimes search for double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planches, or other mint errors that can significantly increase value. The Eisenhower dollar series itself ran from 1971 to 1978. In 1975 and 1976, special bicentennial reverse designs were issued to celebrate America's 200th anniversary of independence. After 1978, the large-sized dollar coin was discontinued due to public preference for smaller coins and inconvenience in daily use. It was replaced in 1979 by the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar. Historically, the 1972 D Eisenhower dollar represents an important transition in American coinage. It was the last circulating large-sized dollar coin struck for general public use and marked a shift toward modern clad compositions instead of traditional silver coins. Although earlier dollars such as the Morgan and Peace dollars were made of 90% silver, the Eisenhower dollar were produced primarily in base metal, except for special 40% silver collector versions struck in San Francisco. Collectors often appreciate the 1972 D for its bold design, historical significance, and connection to both presidential history and space exploration. Even though it is not rare, it remained popular among U.S. coin enthusiasts because it symbolizes American strength, unity, and technological achievement during the Cold War era. In high mint state grades such as MS-65 or above, professionally graded coins certified by major grading services can command high premiums. Coins with exceptional eye appeal, brilliant surfaces, and strong strikes are especially desirable. However, because of the high mintage, finding one in average condition is relatively easy. In conclusion, the 1972 D United States of America E Pluribus Unum, $1, Liberty, In God We Trust coin is a classic example of the Eisenhower dollar series. It honors President Dwight D. Eisenhower, celebrates the Apollo 11 moon landing, and represents a unique era in U.S. monetary history. While most examples are common and affordable, the coin holds lasting historical and symbolic importance, making it a meaningful piece of collectors and history lovers alike. Do you have this coin in your collection? If yes, then today you're about to discover its real story and true value. The coin you are referring to, inscribed United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, $1, Liberty, In God We Trust, and dated 1776 to 1976 D, is a famous Eisenhower dollar, commonly known as a Bicentennial Eisenhower dollar. This special coin was issued to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence of the United States. The dual date 1776 to 1976 marks the bicentennial of American independence, honoring 2 centuries of national history, freedom, and unity. The bicentennial dollar was part of a nationwide commemorative coin program authorized by the U.S. Congress in 1973. The celebration was designed to be reflected in America's circulating coinage, and special reverse designs were created for the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins. The Eisenhower dollar was chosen as a dollar denomination because the series was already in production since 1971. The 1976 D version was struck at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small D mint mark located below President Eisenhower's portrait on the obverse. The obverse front of the coin retains the original portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by Chief Engraver Frank Gasparro. Eisenhower is shown facing left, with a calm and dignified expression symbolizing leadership and stability. Above his head appears the word Liberty, boldly curved along the rim. The national motto, In God We Trust, is inscribed to the lower left of the portrait, and the dual date 1776 to 1976 is placed below the bust. This was the first time in U.S. history that a circulating coin carried a dual date, making it historically distinctive. While the obverse remained the same as earlier Eisenhower dollars, the reverse back design was completely changed for the bicentennial celebration. Instead of the Apollo 11 eagle design used from 1971 to 1974, a new reverse was selected through a national design competition. The winning design was created by artist Dennis R. Williams. His design features a Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon, symbolizing both America's revolutionary heritage and its modern achievements in space exploration. The Liberty Bell represents independence and the founding of the nation in 1776, while the moon reflects the success of the Apollo program in the 20th century. Surrounding this design are the inscriptions United States of America at the top and $1 at the bottom. Above the Liberty Bell appears the Latin motto, E Pluribus Unum, meaning out of many, one. The 1776-1976 D Eisenhower dollar was produced in copper-nickel-clad composition for circulation. The coin consists of a pure copper core sandwiched between outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs approximately 22.68 grams, has a diameter of 38.1 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. Its large size makes it one of the most impressive modern U.S. coins ever released for circulation. Because of its size and weight, many Americans found it inconvenient for everyday transactions, which eventually led to the introduction of smaller dollar coins in later years. Production of bicentennial coins actually began in 1975. No Eisenhower dollars were dated 1975. Instead, all dollars struck in both 1975 and 1976 carry the dual date 1776 to 1976. This means the bicentennial dollar was minted over a 2-year period. The Denver Mint struck more than 82 million bicentennial Eisenhower dollars for circulation, making the 1976 D a very common coin in circulated grades. In terms of value, most 1976 D bicentennial dollars in circulated condition are worth close to face value, typically around $1 to $3 depending on condition and market demand. Uncirculated coins with strong luster may sell for $5 to $15. Higher-grade coins certified by professional grading services such as MS-65 or above can command higher premiums, particularly if they display exceptional eye appeal. However, because of the high mintage numbers, the coin is generally considered affordable and accessible for collectors. There are also special Bicentennial Eisenhower dollars struck in 40% silver composition, but those were produced at the San Francisco Mint and carry the S Mint mark. The 1976D version from Denver was made only in clad composition for circulation and was not struck in silver. Collectors should carefully check the mint mark and weight if they are searching for silver versions, as the silver coins have a slightly different appearance and value. From a historical perspective, the 1776-1976D Eisenhower dollar represents a powerful blend of past and present. It honors the founding of the United States in 1776, commemorates 200 years of independence in 1976, and reflects America's technological progress through the moon imagery. The Liberty Bell and moon together symbolize freedom and innovation, two defining characteristics of the American story. The Eisenhower dollar series itself ran from 1971 through 1978. After 1978, the large-sized dollar coin was discontinued and replaced in 1979 by the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar, which was more practical for circulation. The bicentennial issue remains one of the most recognizable and patriotic coins in modern U.S. history. Collectors today often keep the 1976D bicentennial dollar as part of a complete Eisenhower dollar set or as a reminder of the United States bicentennial celebration. Even though it is not rare, its bold design, dual date, and national symbolism make it a meaningful piece of American numismatic heritage. In conclusion, the United States of America, e pluribus unum, $1, liberty, in God we trust, 1776 to 1976D coin is a bicentennial Eisenhower dollar struck at the Denver Mint. It commemorates 200 years of American independence, honors President Dwight D. Eisenhower, and celebrates the spirit of freedom and exploration. While generally common in value, it holds lasting historical importance and remains a favorite among collectors and history enthusiasts alike.